Yo, Henry, the Average Use Slow-Pitch. Today we're getting a chance to bring out the all-new Louisville Slugger Genesis Ironman. This is going to be a 13-inch barrel, balanced. The one we're swinging today is a 26-ounce. So far, just from kind of all of us just kind of holding and checking it out, the 26 does feel pretty true as well, so just kind of keep that in mind. So if you're somebody who's been swinging end load and you're worried about it feeling light 'cause it's balanced, it does feel pretty true, but feel free to go up a weight. Like I'm going to swing a 27, the one I'm going to purchase for personal use at that point. So we're back out here at Oregon Mountain High School. We kind of mentioned this a few different times, but this is probably going to be one of the locations we hit at pretty frequently going forward just because of some field access issues. But this one plays for us at 335 down left, 350 to right. Left center is right around, it just depends on the portion, it gets pretty deep pretty fast, but like 360 to 365, right center 370, and then dead center 390. So we got some room to kind of play with. We tried to come out nice and early today to try to beat the wind that we knew was going to kind of kick up. You might be able to kind of see in the background, and hopefully you can't hear it. I hope we got dialed in, but it's already windy for some reason, 6:30 in the morning, but we're going to go ahead and still get some swings. That wind's blowing in towards the first base dugout, so at least it's not aiding us. We'll still get the readings we need, all that kind of stuff, and get you what you need to see on this before release this Wednesday. And should probably already have that date, but this Wednesday is going to be the 3rd of July. So watch for this drop in noon Eastern, 3rd of July. Whether you want to get it at Headbanger Sports or Slugger Slow-Pitch, either way, code ADS35 will save you 20%. So let's get this thing on the tester, and then we'll come back out, swing some 52s with it like we always do, then our Pro-Ms, and then come back with final compression, final thoughts. All right, let's see what the all-new Louisville Slugger Ironman's testing to start. Pretty much all of these power coil newer techs since, I don't know, the middle of 2023 have pretty much started right around 275. And then come down to between 260, 270 based on swing. So kind of expecting the same thing, right at 0. Yeah, and this one's closer to 300, which is kind of what we saw with the Sanchez as well. And then we brought that one down to, I think, just a little under 275, was performing great. So let's go ahead and get some swings on it, see how it performs. All right, again, the Louisville Slugger Ironman Genesis, 13-inch balanced. I'm not a big balance fan, but I will say the one that I've really liked is this. Well, I guess technically the Louis. So this one, obviously the OG, and then the Spider-Man, the 12-inch balance was a great one. I know Junior loved that one. That was one that when we got done, he liked it so much, I ended up just giving it to him. So the way Keltner's swings Louis, if he swings this thing as well as I think, we might give him this one afterwards so he can have something in his bag besides his Brady that's getting pretty old. All right, 52s first. Everyone's going to swing some 52s just to kind of see how it performs, and then we'll go on to normal Pro-Ms.
90 miles per hour.
Trying to listen up.
84 miles per hour.
Green.
89 miles per hour.
What was that?
90 miles per hour.
I just don't think there's any USSSA bat that we've swung that matches up to Louisville with the 52s. One of the reasons I even swing the Brady as much as I do, well, it's a great bat, but as we travel over the place, you get to like, so for instance, we go to Columbus, Georgia, it's 98 degrees, the balls cook. You never have to worry about it because it doesn't matter how mushy the balls are, they perform. So that's something to keep in mind if you're somebody in a hot climate, you're using balls that aren't great, anything like that. You don't have to worry about it with Louis. When I'm swinging, not that it's a ding on DeMarini, but I swing my Yates, I bring 2, especially to hotter places. I've got one that's game ready, like game dialed down to 250 compression. It's money, but then later in the day, as the balls get mushier, I'll pull out my Yates that's testing basically 275. The higher compression helps perform better with those mushier balls.
81 miles per hour.
Who said he's not a home run hitter?
Hey,
He was one off for his 50.
Let's go.
83 miles per hour. 89 miles per hour.
Definitely elevated it too much, especially with the wind, but yeah, we're talking high 80s, that high in the air, landed just shy of the track, so we're 320, 330, and the wind's blowing dead in. So, yeah, and you just can't go wrong with the 52s on Louis.
Me too.
86 miles per hour.
Good.
79 miles per hour.
I don't know if there's more for
52s
kids.
are flying off the track.
107 miles per hour.
Holy crap, dude! 107 on a 52? I'm telling you, the Louis, they just do it differently. They do it so differently. I'm gonna use you a button.
80 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
97 miles per hour.
Oh, that's got to be the one we end on there. We're going to call that 52's complete right there. 97 elevated off the fence through the wind. So, again, you saw everyone swing this here. The 52's are flying off this barrel. So, we've said it before. If you've seen the reviews, great. You know what I think of these in 52's. Easily the number one USSSA bat brand, whatever, for the 52's, really ever since, for me, really since the Brady. But we also weren't swinging a lot of 52's before that. But I've yet to find a Louis that doesn't perform well with them. So, just keep that in mind. Let's hop over. Everyone's gonna go through the Pro-Ms and we'll kind of go from there. All right, our wind's kicking up a little bit more. Hopefully it's not messing with the audio too much. But as far as it aiding us, it's not. Hopefully, I mean, this is a hard ass dirt, but you can see that wind's blowing straight in toward the camera. So hopefully, like I said, it's not messing with the audio too much. We're switching over to Pro-Ms. We've still got just Thunder ZNs, regular Pro-Ms, not hardcores, and Razzo Pro-Ms.
104 miles per hour. 104 miles per hour. 101 miles per hour.
Hey, put it back on the left side.
89 miles per hour.
Little 89 knuckler.
91 miles per hour. 105 miles per
See it
hour.
right there.
101 miles per hour.
God, this ball is just scorching off his bat.
93 miles per hour.
Dude, even with the wind, we're out to 330, 40, whatever he's like. That's the deep part of the power alley.
88 miles per hour.
Kicked up that dirt first, Kelton. Let's see what the wind's doing right now. I think it's still blowing right in at your face. Yeah, I mean, so it's blowing in, yeah, I mean, more in than, I mean, it's definitely not aiding you, that's for sure. If anything, you might, there's a little bit of curve, so I mean, that ball's coming off.
84 miles per hour. 106 miles per hour.
106. Our U-trip balls are still being outperformed by the ASAs by a mile per hour.
105 miles per hour.
Damn it, 105.
102 miles per hour.
Yeah, dude.
86 miles per hour.
86 off the hands on a hand jam.
91 miles per hour. 101 miles per hour. 93 miles per hour.
All in all, guys, I mean, the Spider-Man, right, is the other one.
Ironman.
Okay.
Spider-Man's 12 inch.
So the Spider-Man 12-inch, I was a big fan of, and I swung that one last year. And this is very, very similar, just a little bit longer, 13-inch barrel, almost across the board, same consistency. Very easy to control. I like it, man. Jenny does it good again, man. I like it. Feels good.
99 miles per hour.
Yeah, I mean, there's everything you want from Louisville. So, again, you saw everyone's 52 swings, Pro-Am swings. The ball's flying off this thing. To be honest, this might be the first time we had a U-trip bat outperform with the ASA balls. Technically just the one top speed, right, the 107. Overall, the averages were obviously higher with U-trip balls, but you definitely can't go wrong. Easily the number one bat on the market, USSSA wise, for the softer balls, 52s, hot dots up north, all that stuff. And then for me, the forgiveness, consistency still keeps Louisville in our top spot overall for U-trip. There's obviously a ton of bats out there that are right there. A few you might even see slightly higher top speeds, but the forgiveness can't really be beat. And one, with the cold weather gone, with some of the improvements they've made, durability hasn't really been a huge issue either. I mean, we've got some webs. I can see them a little bit in the gold, but no seams, no cracks, nothing like that. And we've got 150-ish swings between Pro-Ms and 52s. So, great performing bat. We'll get a final compression and then just a real brief kind of final thoughts. All right, now that the swing's complete here on the Louis Ironman, again, 13 bounce. Let's see where it's testing. It started just under 300 Pretty much the same as the way the Sanchez started, and I believe the Sanchez ended just under 275. And look at that, just under 275. So that's with about 75-ish Pro-M swings and about 50, 52 swings. So we're at about 125 total swings. No issues, bat's absolute gas. Realistically, you could put this thing away and just game it till it breaks. Or if you really want to, keep swinging 52s on it, bring that compression down even further, but I don't know if how it's gonna get much hotter than this. All right, we're swings, velo, and compression complete here with the Louisville Slugger Ironman, that 13-inch balanced Genesis. And I don't have a whole lot to say about it. It's performing, I mean, it's a Louisville, right? The Louisvilles, for me, and you've known if you watch any of our stuff, have been kind of the top USSSA bats here for a while. In the early part of the 240s, their biggest issue was kind of durability at times. Over the kind of year and a half, 2 years since they've kind of started fixing that, it's gotten better and better and better. And really for me, starting with the Brady's durability-wise was great. It got kind of those seams in the matte paint, but I've had my same Brady since January for Challenge Cup, and it's still testing 265, and even with the seams, it's doing just fine. The last few we've BP'd or demoed between this one, the Sanchez, I can't remember exactly what was before that, but we haven't had a paint seam here in a while. Haven't had any break, anything like that. And so for these, they're also, in my opinion, easily the #1 USSSA bat for hitting the softer balls, 52s, anything like that. You saw a top speed of 107, which actually outperformed our 106 from the U-Trips. And even outside of that, I think average was like 99 to 101 with ASA balls, which you cannot ask for any more than that. The ball absolutely flew through this wind, carried great, good feel. And then we swapped the Pro-Ms. It honestly, other than a sound change, you're still getting kind of the same performance. So what I really like about this is it shows you that you're gonna get that same top level performance no matter what ball you use, which if you're somebody like me who plays a lot in the South, whether it's out here in New Mexico, down in Florida, Georgia, whatever it is, in those hot summer months, which is a lot of the months, you're gonna get the balls in the early part of the day, probably start out nice and hard, and throughout the day they soften up from the heat, and these bats are gonna absolutely mash those. And so, highly recommend picking one of these up. Again, it's dropping July 3rd on sluggerslo-pitch.com and Headbanger Sports. Either site, use code ADS35 and you'll save 20%. If you don't want to order it yourself or you want to look into kind of expedited shipping, whatever it might be, get a hold of me and I'll square you away. You can do that on averageusslowpitch.com or any of the social medias. Just let me know and I'll help you out. But hopefully you enjoyed the video, help you kind of determine if you want to pick one of these up on release date or not. Again, it's not super common that there are a lot of balance bats are out there, especially performing this well. So if it's something you want to pick up, I'd grab it early. I don't think this will stay in stock overly long just because there's not a lot of balance bats out there right now. And for Louis, there's a lot of 13.5 ounces, which is why that you still see some in stock, but there are currently no 13 balance or really any Louis balances in stock. So just keep that in mind. But thanks for checking out the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for supporting the channel.